Forward 2, 3, back 2, 3. Forward 2, 3, back 2, 3. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's the hard knock
So when I was young, I started to have headaches. So my parents took me to the doctor. He gave me some medicine. It didn't work. We went to the doctors again. He gave me a shot. Nothing worked. So we went to the doctors one more time, and the doctor said, okay, here's what you're gonna do. Put him in the bath, open all the windows, and let him sit in the cold. My parents were like, why would we do that? He's gonna catch pneumonia. I'm like, well, I know how to fix pneumonia. So we finally find out that I have a brain tumor. And the doctor said that there's 1 in a million chance of having a brain tumor. Like, oh great, how lucky was I? Why couldn't I just win the lotto? Thanks. Humor was definitely part of who I am. After having all these symptoms with the brain tumor, I knew I still had humor inside, because even after I had to deal with all those operations and treatments and everything, I'm still the same person today. Like, even having to go through a whole bunch of doctor's appointments, a whole bunch of treatments, I was still the same guy. Oh great, how lucky was I? Why couldn't I just win the lotto? Part of the comedy that I did about the brain tumor, I actually came up with my dad. My dad introduces me to a whole bunch of comedians who I think are very funny. Does this one like to eat? Oh, it does, okay. Care to expound on that maybe? Okay.
Kyle is a character. He's, you know, every time we go up to the school and stuff, everybody knows him in the school, his teachers, other teachers, everybody there, because he's always got something funny to say, always has a smile.
He is easy to be around, he is fun to be around, he's always happy, he is sweet and sensitive. He's the kind of boy that people are drawn to.
I think Kyle is very funny, and he makes me laugh a lot when he tells his jokes.
Kyle, he knows how to make a person smile when they're down.
I think Kyle has a great character. If you have a problem, he'll be there for you because he's very considerate and he really cares about others.
He is the most considerate, unselfish, sincere 14-year-old that I've met. Matter of fact, he's more sincere, more kind, and considerate than many adults.
His attitude and personality is always there for others. No matter what it is, he just is special. He'll do whatever's needed.
He's just unbelievably compassionate, lovable, always looking for a hug. He can brighten up a room, any event, any place we are. He always just walks in with a smile, a joke, a laugh.
Hi.
And he is just an amazing cousin to my kids, Alexa and Hudson.
My cousins are really special to me because they love me to death and they always want to play with me, and they're definitely two important people in my life.
I like hanging out with Kyle, and what would I do without my walking buddy? I'm extremely proud to be Kyle's grandmother. I feel very lucky.
Kyle was in his first show when he was 5 years old. And just a couple months after that is when he was diagnosed with his tumor.
Cinderella was the play that I did before I found out I had a brain tumor.
When Kyle had all his surgeries, it was just heartbreaking, heart-wrenching to know that the first child in our family was going through this devastating ordeal.
It broke my heart that he had to go through what he did. But Kyle is brave, but Kyle just goes with the flow and does whatever has to be done.
Seeing Kyle come out of the surgeries, he came out of it smiling, happy. Yeah, he was all bandaged up, but he had a smile on his face.
He calmed the family down, saying he was okay, it was a cinch, there was nothing to worry about. He's really a champion.
Less than 1 year later, Kyle was in his second show. And that was an amazing thing to see him up on the stage then. And he was still just getting over things. He was having trouble getting up the stage and up the steps, but he was the happiest that he could be, big smile on, and you know, and that was just the start of the recovery and everything going terrific from there on with him.
When I do my plays, it really makes me feel special, you know, just being out there on the stage, it really feels wonderful to be a real famous star up there.
Kyle's been in, I think, 14 plays. Kyle is an actor. That's his thing. That's his forte. That's probably what he enjoys most in life.
He's an unbelievable actor. And whether he had the lead in the show or a small part in the chorus, he felt that he was the star, whether he had disabilities at the time or not.
I really love being in Hairspray. It's my all-time favorite musical, and I was really excited to be in that play. I really liked Willy Wonka because I got to perform with my sister.
I liked Willy Wonka because I got to be in it with Kyle. NYC, the shimmer of time.
We came to every show, but I think my favorite was Annie.
The top favorite has to be Annie.
He was Daddy Warbucks. It was so cool how he had that bald cap on. It was really funny.
What are we supposed to do with this child? It is her first night here, sir.
He had such a big part, and he was fantastic in it.
We must celebrate, because we just found the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast.
I can remember the first day that I found out. I opened up that envelope to find out my part. Usually, I always got a very small part, not even have any single lines, but that was probably the role of a lifetime for me.
He had, I think, 117 lines and memorized them like it was his name and address.
Learning all his lines, the songs, the dance routines was absolutely great.
He was really good at that part. It was like he was meant for that part.
A lot of people always say to us, you know, how could you ever get through that, or how did you overcome that? And Kyle actually made it pretty easy. Kyle had such a good attitude throughout the whole thing that he really made it easy on us. And looking back, it wasn't that terrible an experience. It had its moments, but Kyle made it easy for us to all get through it.
I remember looking out the window, and it was a dark, dreary, rainy day. And there was Kyle and Lisa singing along together to the song "The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow." And just gave me the chills, because in the tough stage that we were going through right then and there, I knew that the sun would come out tomorrow. When Kyle's around, the sun does seem to always come out. He shines.
I really know that I'm a special person. I was able to go through all these surgeries, and it was definitely tough for me. I did not want to do it at all. I'm really proud that I was able to do it for myself.
Great job!
bell.